All right, can you state your name and who you work for?
My name is Mike Hodnick, and I work for Inedium.
Okay. And since we were on the subject of T-shirts with Darcy before, his Homeboys T-shirt, you have actually a very interesting one. Can you stretch it out a little bit so I can see it? It says, "Drop it like it's Pluto."
Correct.
Is that actually a map of Pluto?
Not that I know of. I think it's an artist's interpretation of what Pluto may look like.
Okay.
I don't think it's actually Pluto.
We'll actually know in about 5 or 6 years, right? New Horizons, the rocket that's going there.
Correct. Yeah. I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, so what
about your T-shirt? Does anybody ask you about your T-shirt yet?
I don't know if anybody's asked me about it. I had a conflict this morning. I didn't know if I should wear, and Corey would actually know about this morning because he's staying with me this weekend.
Right.
Whether I should wear the Believer T-shirt that's got the woman with the horns on her head and the body paint on. I'm like, is that gonna be too distracting? And he looks at me and goes, "Dude, look at this. I can't really move the camera on mine. It's a Rush T-shirt right now, so
right. I understand.
Maybe somebody will videotape it later.
Right.
But anyway, it's a little distracting. But it's my Rush 30th anniversary T-shirt.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. We've gone back a long way. Well, I'm starting to talk like a Canadian. So
Rush is Canadian.
I know that. So what are your talk about today?
Today I'll be talking about, for sure, I'll be talking about Silverlight and the Farseer physics engine.
Now this is an interesting one because, with Silverlight 2, and I know game programming is not necessarily always about 3D, but the 3D support was non-existent. 3 is getting better. What does the Farseer physics engine bring to somebody who wants to do Silverlight development?
Well, it brings a few things like basic physics dynamics such as gravity, momentum, inertia, doing center of mass calculations, being able to have an engine that will move things around a screen for you. You still have to do the programming to get your UI components to map to what the physics engine is doing, but it takes care of all that math for you. You don't have to care. It also does collision.
Because math is hard, right?
Math is hard, exactly. Yeah, for the except for the few of us, but.
Nice.
It also does collision detection, so if you have objects colliding together, it can handle collisions. So it takes care of all those things for you. You don't have to, it's a relatively simple API. I won't say it's simple in general because you still have to conceptually understand, some things about physics, like what forces are in gravity and how those things work in an environment, but otherwise it's pretty easy.
So I know that on your website, which is...
Kingdom.com.
Thank you. And you actually have it also reversed, right? You have both domains, but they map to the same one, right?
Yeah, there's also Hodnick.com,
Yeah.
which is actually one letter different, but it is backwards for all intents and purposes.
Right. So on your site, you've actually put some recent tanks and turrets. I think those are the games that you put out there. Do you have any other things in the Skunkworks basement project? Because your basement's it's finally done right now.
Yeah, the basement is done. Correct.
So do you have anything stewing in there in your brain or on your computer?
Not in the physics world, not really. There's the one game I released, Tanks, which is kingdom.com/tanks.
Mm-hmm.
There is a follow-up to that, which is in progress. I haven't been able to give it much attention lately, but it'll be a much more of a polished kind of sequel to that game.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, not so much on the physics front.
Okay.
So that's all it's cooking for now.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Mike.
Sure.